And you know, we sat there together in that little room and we realized what a blessing it was, because we would never have just stopped our busy lives and said, let's go sit in one hotel room for 2 weeks. But there we were, we had to do it. And during those 2 weeks, we really wrestled with the question, what do we want to become? Do we want to be just Ron and Jen, but better? Do we want to be Ron and Jen plus one? Do we want to be Ron and Jen who are known in the world for service, and we're going to be, you know, a little bit improved version of Ron and Jen? And we realize, no, we actually want to bring about a transformation. Now, that is not because we were not satisfied with where we were. #1 global customer service guru. Okay, they put my picture there, but it was my wife and me, my wife side by side with me all around the world, who actually made that happen. And we thought about, you know, what do we want to become? What kind of contribution do we want to make with the rest of our lives? And so we started to look very, very carefully at this topic of service, for which we are known. Now, we wrote that definition. Service is taking action to create value. And you know, in the hospitality industry, that's what you're doing, making each moment matter for people who come on their vacation. If you're a supervisor, you know that's what you're doing with your team members. You're taking action to create value for your team members and helping them upskill and upgrade so they can take action for guests or for colleagues and create more value in your resort or in the internal service between departments. So service is taking action to create value for someone you care about. And we thought long and deep about that. If that's what service is, what is care? And why isn't care being talked about in school? Why isn't there a class on care? Why is care thought of like only health care, you know, like, or hair care or self-care? I mean, what do we mean when we say, what do you care about? How do you take good care? Why we should care about each other. And we realize that just like service was not something well taught in our school system, well, the phenomenon of care and caring is also not being well taught to young people in school. So maybe we should take that on. Maybe we should become educators, not only of service, but educators of care. And that's what we've decided to do. And so you know us for uplifting service, but in the years ahead, you're going to see us also talking about uplifting care. And to tell you the truth, we're still digging into that and saying, wait a minute, if what's underneath service is care, what's underneath care? And what's underneath care is love. And so you'll see that too, but maybe in quite a few more years to come. And so the Ron that you know, and I know you love us and we love you as the #1 service guru, well, he's going to become that guru of service and care and love. And one of the first places that we're even announcing this is right here on this virtual summit. One of the first audiences that we're even sharing this with is our friends in the Maldives. And why? Because no other place in the world for Jen and for myself is so much a part of our hearts and our lives as the incredible, magnificent nation of Maldives and the wonderful heart of Maldivians and everyone else from around the world who comes and works in the Maldives, those of you in Sri Lanka and India and South Africa and the Philippines and wherever else you may be, you know what I mean. There's something very special about the Maldives.